And then Coach Bellinger too.
It's been awesome. Really cool experience coming in with this new staff. We've all had a really good fall, putting together some really good days and continuing stacking on really good days. And then finally getting back out here today and putting together a really good train for a couple weeks ahead, getting ready for the season. Those guys have been awesome, and it's been a true blast.
So I have to ask. He just mentioned. He said maybe Ryan could be one of those guys that can get it started on the weekend for us. How did that come about? You transitioning from a reliever to a starter. Whose idea was it?
Well, I kind of didn't really want to pay too much attention to it. Just having faith in those guys to make that decision and that call, and just trying to do whatever I can do to help this team win. These guys put us in the best positions to make those decisions, and we just go out there and try to compete to the best of our abilities, and whatever happens, happens. So just trusting those guys who are really good at their jobs, and just kind of letting them pave the way for us. So that's definitely been something that has been really good for having those guys around.
You have a preference? Would you rather start or come out in relief?
It's whatever those guys need from me and the staff. We got so much talent on this staff. Anyone can go in and do whatever for the staff. So whatever they want and whatever they think is going to help us win games is something that we're really going to take pride in this year. No egos, no roles. Just kind of going out there and trusting whoever we're going to run out there on that hill. So definitely going to be an exciting time, and got a great staff ahead for the Tigers. So.
Hey, you weren't a guy last year though, not like a lot of short relievers that's like, hey, 20 pitches and he's done or whatever. You've had some pretty long stints.
Mm-hmm.
But what have you done to lengthen yourself even more to kind of prepare for this?
Definitely trusting coaches and their throwing programs, and definitely been able to just put my trust in those guys and understand that they're here to help me, and they're here to help this whole entire pitching staff for sure, and just being able to just learn from every single outing, whether it's different guys out there throwing, or even going back and watching some of the older guys that I played with, just being able to learn from different guys that run out there, and guys like Nick Clayton, Nick Hoffman, guys who have thrown it and starting roles in the past. Definitely just picking their brains and learning from those guys, because they're definitely people who have had experience doing that, and I think it's definitely helped us out as a whole staff.
So for you, he mentioned, he said, my starters have to have 3 pitches. What are you honing in on for this year? What have you tried to get better at? Obviously, we know the fastball.
Mm-hmm.
We know it pops. I know you kind of transitioned a couple things last year. What are you working on the most right now?
I think we're worried about throwing strikes. That was one thing that we took a lot of pride in the fall, and continue to do and make strides in the spring. But all these guys, a lot of these guys have a lot of key pitches. For example, Willie White's slider and stuff like that. But just true 3-pitch mix. We have a lot of guys who can throw 3 pitches for a strike, and 3 pitches that can strike people out. So that was something that we really developed, is finding that third true pitch for every guy, and it's been definitely helpful to see the impact it's had out on the field whenever we train. And it's been really cool to see all these guys learn how to throw with all 3 pitches, because we're going to have different guys running out there in different roles, and I expect every single one of them to really exceed at it, and expectations are really high for every single guy on our staff for sure.
I'm trying to remember for you, fastball, curve.
Fastball, slider, splitter.
There you go. Okay. So I was thinking, have you those all 3 working for you?
Yes, sir.
So
yes,
good?
sir. Still throwing the same 3 pitches last year. Just fine tuning.
Good deal. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yep.